Good morning, my loves. I was going to do an all signs reading, but I'm really being called to do this message first. So I'll do an all signs reading over on my YouTube channel a little bit later. But I just want to get this message out because it keeps circling around. So the image that I'm being shown is there is two trees, but they're on opposite sides of each other. One is burning and it's in flames. So one is dead and dying. And then the other one is like completely blossomed. It's green, it's lush, but I'm just seeing it's on like total opposite sides of each other. Okay. But I'm seeing this tree, stay with me. I'm seeing this tree as, and now I'm hearing once upon a time. So, okay, so once upon a time, this tree was something that you desired. This was something that you wanted. This is something that you had called in. This is something that you aligned yourself with. Once upon a time, this made sense. Once upon a time, this tree was lush and it was fruitful and green and full of growth. But there's something about you have outgrown something that you once upon a time desired and wanted. You've outgrown this. And then in my stomach, it feels like, I don't know if it's someone maybe feel a little bit of guilt or someone feels a bit of shame of admitting to themselves that once upon a time, this is something that they want, but they no longer desire that anymore. This is something that I manifested once upon a time, but this is not what I want. And you know that you have grown in this situation, but there's something about this situation that you've outgrown and it's no longer, there's no more growth in this situation. Because this tree isn't burning to the ashes where there's new growth coming from this place, because you can already see that there is something over here that you are aligning with, and it no longer exists over in this space. And I'm getting that this has been quite challenging for you to almost come to terms with, to admit to yourself. But there's something about, you know, that if you stay where you are here, you know that there's no more growth for you. You know that it's just going to be stagnant. And sooner or later, this burning tree will end up burning you. And maybe that's what it is that when you stay in a situation because you don't want to hurt, or you don't want to, whether this is about you, it's like by staying in this situation that's burning down, it's completed, it's dead, it's not coming back to life here. You're burning yourself. I'm seeing the death card in this one. So we're going to use this deck. This is not what I planned coming in here this morning, Spirit, but let's do it. Okay. What's going on with this collective? Because, okay, just shush, Sarah, and just do it. Think before you speak. I literally just heard shh, just shh. Think before you speak. Be exacting. Making your life more interesting, exploring the unexpected. I think that's what's happening here, is that you know that there is more for you. And I had this conversation with one of my clients the other day, where she almost felt greedy because she wanted more. She knew that she wanted more. And I feel like in this situation, this is what it is that there's some shame or there's some guilt attached to this, because it's almost like you got what you asked for. You got what you wanted, and now that that's changing, and now that you've grown, and now that you are at a different state of consciousness, you're at a different level of worthiness, what it is that you value has shifted. And that's not a bad thing. But where you were in this identity when you first came into this manifestation or this situation, you were in alignment with that because that was the frequency that you were sitting in. Now your frequency is starting to shift immensely. Actually, your frequency has shifted greatly. And now your frequency is aligning you with something that maybe you don't even know what this is, but you can definitely feel and you can see that there is something more for you. You can feel it. You can feel you've outgrown a situation and you know that there is more. One more. Okay. Create a healthy structure, preserve your inner world, and explore your feminine aspects. Go with the flow with life. I think that's the thing, is that you now know that you can create. You created this. You created this life that was over here. You created this situation that was over here. And now you're wanting to create something different, something more. And maybe feminine, masculine, we all have it, gender neutral. Maybe over here, this was coming more from a masculine place. Maybe there was a little bit more of control of how you created this life over here or this situation, versus now, because of this growth, because of this evolution you're going through, you're now shifting into this feminine aspect of yourself. Don't resist. Don't resist where your innate femininity is trying to flow you towards. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to follow what is calling you. I feel like you're being, like there's a calling, like you're being called to something here. Yeah, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like trusting this intuitive nudge that you're getting. I just keep getting there's like a sense of guilt and shame though. Okay. What is this shame and guilt about, please? Because that's quite heavy in this energy. Seriously, you cannot actually make this shit up. Because this is something that you once upon a time asked for. This is something that you manifested. You've got the King of Wands and you've got the Queen of Swords. Whether this is a relationship, I don't know, but there's something here where you no longer match. Queen of Swords is very different to the King of Wands. You no longer align with a situation, whether this is a job and you've got a boss, whether this is a family situation, whatever it's going to be for you, it's going to be for you. if this is resonating, but there's something here that doesn't align. Swords and wands are very different energies. Okay? And there's something about you branching out on your own. Something about you stepping into your independence. Sorry, this light's a bit glary. Something about you stepping into your independence. Even that in itself may feel a little bit scary or a little bit different. But there's something here, you're growing, and it's not in the place of where you've been. You're shifting that. So what is the advice for letting go of this guilt and shame? What's the advice for letting go of this guilt and shame? Ace of Swords. Just know that you're being authentic to yourself. There's no shame or guilt that's necessary when you're just simply being authentic and truthful. And if this is something that you also need to express to someone, there's no shame or guilt in being authentic and truthful. Just be honest. Be honest with yourself. Okay, what is this beautiful, vibrant, lush tree? Got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. I don't even think you see that. I think that's what you're stepping into. You're morphing into this beautiful Empress energy where you're growing and flowing, right? This is something that you need to do on your own. Queen of Wands and the Empress. And we've got the Seven of Wands here. And we've got the Four of Coins in reverse. There's something here that by you letting go and by you choosing a path that you're walking on your own, which again may feel a little bit different to what you're used to. Maybe there was some level of codependency here, but you're shifting out of this. You're learning new things about yourself. And I feel like this is a path of learning more, learning and growing. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. This is new fresh energy. For some of you, this is new career. This is new. I'm getting for some of you, this is all of the above. Like this is this fresh, new, beautiful, vibrant, new beginning. King of Cups, Knight of Cups. We had the Queen of Cups at the beginning, right? We had the Queen of Cups at the beginning, but we've got the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Cups. There's something here that is falling into place that is so much more in alignment with you. And this is more about an emotional connection now. This isn't something that you're thinking about. This is something that you're feeling. This is really, really beautiful. And this comes down to blind faith as well, is what I'm getting. This is a blind faith situation. Because like I said, you don't know where it is exactly that you're flowing to. You just know you need to flow. You need to venture down this path. Just know you need to, Page of Wands. This is a new journey for you, right? You don't know what is being presented to you, but you're just trusting. Strength. This is going to require you strength to make this call. Okay. It is about walking away from something here. Yeah. I just want to see this frequency that you're sitting in, because you're shifting. Let's get a frequency card and see what's coming in here. Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to new reality. I mean, you're creating something new. You're creating something far greater. And the cool thing is that you don't even know what it is. Let that excite you.